Hi. Why do you think most of these startups fail? Is it because they don't have money? Or is it because they don't have the right technology? Or maybe the right team? Actually, research suggests, and my own personal experience also, that most of the startups fail because of largely these three reasons which we are trying to talk about today. Number one, startups fail because they are trying to solve a problem that does not exist. Does that sound funny? But that is what most of the startups are doing, right? They think that the problem exists because they face the problem, but they forget that they are not the market. Or they think that there is a technology which they want to use as a solution, but maybe the problem does not exist. So, as they say, right, if you have a hammer in your hand, everything else looks like a nail. And this is what happens with most of the engineers, by the way, because they think of a particular technology. ChatGPT is being talked about a lot these days, and they want to use that technology everywhere, even if the problem does not exist, even if there is not a strong fit of this technology to that problem. So what needs to be done is instead think about the problem first. Think about the use case first. If the problem exists, if there is a use case which exists, then use whatever technology you have at your disposal to solve that. But don't go from a solution backward perspective. That's point number one, which is the lack of problem identification. Point number two, the startup is operating in a market or using a model which is a misfit. So you were supposed to be working on the US market, but you are instead working in the India market. You were supposed to be creating a product for the Bharat, and you are instead working for India, in the tier 1 cities. Or from a model perspective, you were either supposed to be creating a B2B product, but you are stuck with creating a B2C product, and so on. So a real and clear identification of which market and which model to play your game in is very, very crucial for an organization to be successful. And this is where a lot of these startups fail. Point number three, what do you think of this image? There's a certain term which I'm trying to allude using this image, and that term is escape velocity. That means that a lot of the organizations hit a glass ceiling. They hit a number like 500,000, maybe a lakh, depending upon which market and area they are operating in, and then they're just stuck. They are not able to break through that. And this is where most of these startups unfortunately die, because they are not able to break through that. Now, at ACE, what we are trying to do is solve for all of these three problems. We are trying to help you to address the right problem, to do the problem discovery very, very well. We are trying to help you to get to the right market, to identify the right model for you to be successful. And third, we help you to hit the critical mass. We help you to hit that particular critical momentum, that particular velocity, after which you will just be able to scale through. So those are the three things which we have identified as the reasons why startups fail, and how ACE as a program is going to help you.